Guys, what is up? It's an exciting day. It took almost a month from the time of ordering to get it, but my iPhone 13 Pro in Sierra Blue is finally here. Let's rip it open, fast forward a little bit, and I'll give you my thoughts and review on the new latest and greatest iPhone. Let's jump into it. First things first, let's go ahead and get the iPhone 13 out of the box. Really not a lot to the unboxing. 2 pull tabs on the back, open up the box. The phone is right on top, held in place, or protected I should say, just by a single tear-off piece of protective film on the cover. There's nothing on the back. Very minimal packaging. This is Apple's new, very eco-conscious packaging effort. And again, like many people have been talking about, there's no charging brick in the box. You do get the USB Type-C to Lightning cable in the box still. That is still there. And otherwise, it's just a little bit of paperwork and a SIM ejector tool, and that's it. Personally, I think the iPhone 13 looks great. The glass back, matte finish, nice rounded edges. It's a very well put together device. A little bit heavier than the old iPhones, but that's okay because that means better battery life. And yes, the notch is a little bit smaller, but honestly, it doesn't really make much of a difference at all, in my opinion. Now, I am no stranger to iPhones. I've owned several over the years. These are just a few of the boxes that I've kept from my collection so far. So really, I can summarize why you should upgrade to the iPhone 13 in just a few key points. Let's go through them now. So of course, the first thing on my list is the new screen. I think this was the most talked about thing in the rumor mill leading up to the release of iPhone 13. We finally have a 120Hz refresh rate ProMotion screen on the iPhone. This is nearly impossible to record, but trust me, once you use the phone and you've used an app that is optimized to take advantage of the faster refresh rate, it'll blow your mind. It's so smooth and so responsive. Probably already experienced this on Android devices. It's been around there for a while, but this is of course new to the iPhone. The screen is also brighter, which is great. With my old iPhone, I never quite found that the screen got bright enough. The screen on this phone screams very bright. And yeah, again, the notch has been shrunken down. Not really a big deal yet. Hopefully Apple will eventually rejig their user interface to take better advantage of the added screen space. But for now, it's just a slightly smaller notch. They moved the headset up onto the top of the phone to make some room, probably just to appease everybody that hates how big it is. Really doesn't do anything new in terms of functionality. The next thing, without a shadow of a doubt, for me is the improved battery life. As I mentioned before in the unboxing portion of this video, the phone is a little thicker, but that's a good thing. I was able to get 2 full days on this phone without hitting a charger, and with my iPhone 11, that never happened. This improved battery performance, and probably coupled with the better A15 Bionic processor on the inside, means that this thing really is an all-day device, and I'm super happy about that. And last but not least is the new and improved camera system. This has the Pro 12 megapixel camera system, which gets you a telephoto, wide and ultra-wide lens, and these things are incredible improvements from my older iPhone 11. The photos that it takes are incredibly detailed. Like, these things blow me away every time. I can't get over the quality. Now, it does miss sometimes. It tries to focus on some different things and blurs other things, like in this picture of my dog. It's a bit weird, but for the most part, it nails it, and they look incredible. Now on the video side, I was hoping to see just as big of an improvement, but actually I'm not super blown away with the results I've seen so far. So this first test here is the new cinematic mode, and as you can see, it's panning back and forth between the timer and the food in front, and I'm just tapping to change the focus point. I'll have to play with this a bit more to really get a better understanding of how good this is, but in my initial testing, it's so-so, not bad. Now in the second clip, I'm adjusting some buttons on my car's climate control system, and the focusing is really jarring. Like, you can see it refocusing pretty much every time my hand even enters the frame. So this is a little interesting. I don't know if this is a downside of the new macro mode on the camera, or if it's trying to switch lenses because the hand is coming into the closest focus point, but definitely not what I'm expecting. It's a little jarring. So then guys, what do I think about the iPhone 13 overall? Well, luckily, all the weird stuff I've seen with it so far is all software related and can totally be fixed with one of the many software updates that I'm sure this phone is going to receive probably like any time now. But it's pretty simple, really. If you've got an iPhone 12 or 12 Pro or 12 Pro Max, you don't need this phone. You need to save that money, wait for the 14 or the 15 until something really different and groundbreaking comes out. The 13 is an iteration on the 12, making it better. But if you got anything older, like I'm upgrading from an 11, I think you're gonna really love this phone. The camera is incredible. If you take a lot of pictures, you're gonna love this phone. Easy. The screen looks incredible. It's extremely bright. The speakers are great. I came from an iPhone 11. I now have 5G. I didn't have 5G capability before. That's amazing. It's super fast. I didn't even touch on that. There's just so many little things that make this phone a huge improvement on anything older than the 12. So if you got a 12, you can skip the 13. But if you got anything older and you're in the market for a new phone, I think 13 is probably what you're looking for. Full disclosure, this review is all based on the 13 Pro. It is slightly different from the base 13. So do due diligence and compare the two before you make a decision. I don't want you to get into something thinking it's better than it really is. Thanks for watching this video, guys. We'll see you soon in the next one. Take care.